Hey everyone, my name is Anthony Cofrancesco from BradyFlights.com, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about increasing your credit limit and why you might actually want to go and do that. So one of the key factors that's taken into consideration when FICO is determining your credit score is something called your credit utilization rate. And essentially, the credit utilization rate is a very simple metric that looks at what is your total amount of accessible credit, right? So how much credit do you have access to versus how much are you spending on a monthly basis? So really simply, let's say you have access to $1,000 in credit and you're putting $300 on your card every month, you'd be utilizing 30% of your available credit. Now, the thing for your credit score is the lower your credit utilization rate is, the better. Right? And it kind of makes sense. If you have access to a whole bunch of credit and you're using only a very small amount, then you're going to look a lot less risky as a lender. You're going to look like you've got your financial situation a little bit more put together and that you're a responsible person. So why is this important and how does this relate to asking for an increase in a credit limit? So there's a couple of different ways, actually really only two ways to increase your credit or decrease your credit utilization rate. Step number one is you can get new credit cards, right? Every time that you get a new credit card, the amount of credit that you have access to obviously is just going to go up. But the other way is that with the same number of cards, let's say you have 2 or 3 cards, you can just request from your bank that you increase the credit limit on those cards. So, for example, when I started this whole credit card thing, my first credit card was the Discover It card. It came with a very small $500 credit limit, but after 3 months, I was upgraded to $1,000, and then now I think I probably have a limit of $5,000 on that card. And so requesting a credit increase is actually quite simple. You can usually do it online from every major credit card provider. You just have to search around and click Request Credit Increase, and then they'll do a soft pull usually on your credit score, and then if it looks like you're going to get approved, they'll approve you sometimes for much larger increases of your credit. Now, a lot of questions that I get are centered around when can you actually request a credit increase, and by and large, you have to at least have the card for about 3 months. Usually it's more on the time frame of about 6 months. So what I try to do is I put a little calendar invite and I try to remind myself on a 6-month basis or at least on an annual basis to go to every single credit card I have and then request a credit line increase. The whole reason obviously is the more accessible credit you have, the lower amount that you're actually spending, it's going to help your credit utilization rate because it's low. One thing to keep in mind is that an ideal credit utilization rate is anything below 10%. Right? So if you have access to $100,000 in credit, then you should really be trying to spend less than $10,000 a month in order to have your credit score continually improving over time. So if you liked that video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, let us know down below in the comment section. And then if you want to see more helpful videos in the future, just subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks so much and have an awesome day.